going to start Maths 1, lesson number 1, that is sets. The lesson sets is very easy and interesting. It is related with our day-to-day life also. So today I am going to give you the introduction part of this lesson sets and also the two types of representing the set. Okay, so let's begin with the introduction part of the sets and be attentive. Okay. Now see, in your textbook some pictures are given. You can see here the bouquet of flower, bunch of keys, flock of birds, pile of notebooks and collection of numbers. Now see what is meant by set. As you can see here, there is a bouquet. All the flowers are assembled, all the same type of flowers, means all the flowers are assembled in a bouquet. And here you can see bunch of keys, means all the keys, means same type of object, all the keys are assembled here. So that is called as bunch of keys. Here you can see the flock of birds. Birds are flying here. So that is called a flock of birds. And here you can see the same type of notebooks. So we can say it as pile of notebooks. Again you can see here some numbers are written 1 to 12 and so on. These all are the collection of numbers. Now children, what is meant by set? What is meant by set? See, a well-defined collection of objects is called a set. Okay, a well-defined collection of objects is called a set. So as you can see, these all are a group of same type of objects. Here it is a group of flowers, a group of keys, a group of birds, a group of books. So a group of same type of objects means these are well defined. These all are what? Well defined. Now see, so what is the definition? A well defined collection of objects is called a set. Now observe this collection. Observe the collection. Suppose I am writing the statement happy children in the village or brilliant students of the class. Now happy children in the village. Maybe these children, how many happy children are there? We don't know. Or some children are happy in the village according to children are happy according to my point of view. Maybe that children are not happy according to your point of view. Okay, and so this is not a collection of same type of objects. So it means this collection is not a set. Now let me give you one more example. Suppose I am telling you that Ram is a good boy in your class. This is my point of view. But according to anybody else, maybe Ram is not a good boy in the class. So here, good boy are the relative terms. Okay. So it means my point of view is different from the other's point of view. Means it differ from person to person. Therefore, these collections are not sets. Now let's see few examples given in the textbook. See, let's decide whether these all are the examples of a set or not. Now first, days of a week. We know children, how many days are there in a week? 7 days. Sunday, Monday up to Saturday. So according to me also days of the week are same. According to you also the days of the week are same. So it is an example of a set. Now let's see months in a year. It is also an example of a set. Now brave children in the class. Is this an example of a set? No. As brave children in the class. According to me, Ram and Sita are the brave children in the class. According to you, maybe they are not brave children in the class. So this collection, this is not a group of same type of objects. That is why it is not a set. This example is not an example of a set. Now first 10 counting numbers. Very easy. You also know what are the first 10 counting numbers, and if your friend also know what are the first 10 counting numbers. As you can see, a group of same type of objects in the counting numbers. That's why it is an example of a set. Strong forts of Maharashtra and planets in our solar system. Now you can easily define what is meant by set, or you can easily identify that which example is an example of a set or not. Okay, understood? Now let's continue with the set only. We are going to see what are the types of set. That is also very easy and interesting. Now see sets. If we can definitely and clearly decide the objects of a given collection, then that collection is called a set. This I already explained you. Now only I explained it. Now see how to write the set. Generally, whenever we are giving the name to any set, you have to always use capital letters, and you can use any capital letter from A to Z. Okay, and whatever the elements of this set, you will easily understand when I will take these examples. Whatever the elements, or elements is also called as members, whatever the members or elements of the set, these all are always shown by using small letters. These all are shown by using small letters. Okay, so suppose if we have the example that if A, small a is an element of the set A, then what we write it as A belongs to capital A. Now children, in this lesson there are many symbols. So here this first symbol is this one, belongs to. This type of symbol is called as belongs to. What is this? Belongs to. And if I will cross this, it will be does not belong to. Now the question is that A is an element of set A, then we write it as A belongs to A. Means capital A, as you know, I already told you, capital A is the name of the set. Now remember children, whenever you are writing any set, you have to write the elements in the curly bracket, not any other bracket. Which bracket you will use always? Curly bracket. Now as here it is written A belongs to A, capital A. It means this A is the member of which set? A. Or you can say A is an element of set A. Okay. And if this A is not the element of set A, so what we write? A does not belong to A. Now let's observe this set of numbers. Okay, and this is very important. You must know. You can study from the textbook. Capital N, and you know children, capital N means natural number. What are the natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, up and so on. Dot 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 means so on. They are infinite. Natural numbers are infinite. So this is a set of natural numbers. Again, whole number. Whole number is denoted by W, and you know whole number starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 and dot dot dot. This is a set of whole numbers. Again, integers, you know, there are infinite integers, negative integers and positive integers including 0 is a set of integers. Now Q is a set of rational numbers. So if you want to denote rational number, it is denoted by the letter capital Q. Capital R is a set of real numbers. Now real numbers, it includes rational and irrational numbers. So, and this R is a set of real numbers, as Q is denoted by rational numbers and Q dash is for irrational numbers. Okay. Q dash denotes irrational numbers. So learn all these properties properly. Okay. Now in the next video we are going to study methods of writing sets.